that's another problem. Is people are going to find the hero that they like, and they're probably just going to.
And then you're not going to have the.
So another good way of dealing with that too is to bring back the booster packs. As he was saying, everything in that booster pack is basically a collector pack. So you take your art, you make it so it's not full art in there. They can have the regular versions of it.
Yeah.
But then the booster packs are always going to be like full art. So always going to be something that people want.
Yeah.
Right? So then they can like take, and then they take the deck that they already love. They can buy all the cards that they want, right? So but then they can like just make their deck look better to other people or to themselves, right? Because then you have it for everybody, right? So those cards will go to 0, 100%, right? Because that's how it works. Everyone will have them, right? And then you have another valuable part of your game too, where it will actually go up because people are going to want to play with the fancier cards, and that's the only way you can get them is in your boosters.
So you're saying like create booster sets, like for example for Ragnar's deck, where there's Ragnar booster packs that is randomized Ragnar cards that are holographic? Is that what you mean?
Well, it's different, right? So either it's going to be like a full art text where you already chopped off half the art in the normal ones, so that people can get like a better version of the card, right? So there's ways to make the art look a little bit different on your borders, right?
Yeah.
So
People really like the textless, especially like Lightning Bolt. If it's a card with like small here. I'll show you what I mean. Like this guy here. Little text would be super cool to have him as a full art.
With the text on the card or without the text?
Either.
Well, you could have the text on the card.
You could still have the text on the card.
People just like to see like the extra background or having like this being enlarged even. So having it as full art would allow it to be more appealing to the eye.
Okay. Yeah. So are there cards that don't have text?
yes,
At all?
Oh yeah.
And people just memorize what?
Yeah. You just
so
know what
it's
they
really
do.
funny when you
more-
see like
it's more
people
the,
trying to memorize the sayings. They do quite a bit in Magic. Like 100% it's the easiest way to play because you already know what that effect does. Because if they write it out, that would be a paragraph.
Right. Interesting. I didn't know that.
So like some
you might want
iconic
to actually
cards-
think about adding keywords when you start seeing you using something over and over and over. And
That is the
over
annoying
again.
part of it.
Like if you keep on drawing things from the graveyard and you have to try to explain it, call it resurrection.
Right.
And now people know what that is. They go look at the glossary and like, oh yeah, resurrection is this big long text
Right.
from your own graveyard.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't need to write from my own graveyard. I take this graveyard out of the line.
Right.
It's just resurrection.
Yep. And then if they want to know what it does, pull it up,
Yeah.
read it.
Pick a Thor's.
Okay. So you guys don't mind looking up keywords?
No, not at all.
Not-
When you're invested in the game, you don't matter at all.
That's why Yu-Gi-Oh has so much text on a card.
Yeah.
Is because they don't want to use keywords because they want newer players to get into the game. But
Less players get into it. We have to read that. much.
exactly, yeah.
So like,
Right.
So if you already have this card, and I like short text, I'm with you. I don't want to read a glossary, but if I want to play with this card, I better know what it does. And if I want to play with it full art,
Right. Interesting.
So there's the give and take, and those are the guys that are going to be invested.
Okay.
And basically, those full art cards, you don't know what they're going to be until you know the state of the game.
Yeah.
And then those are the cards that you're going to be going and making it, because everybody knows what those cards are because they're staple and they're inherently the best cards that just end up being the best cards.
Like-
everybody knows what they do.
Like I remember football cards, and I don't know if you ever collected football cards, but you used to have like the hollow foils. The hollow foils that would move. You could grab it, and he would do an action as you turned it. Now, I mean,
That would be amazing.
you're already using the AI to make this.
Yeah.
You could use it to have him finish casting that spell. Or
Oh, that'd be
something.
really sweet. Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, you just like pop it up, right?
Yeah, and it would just be a quarter of a turn of the card, and he would just cast that spell.
That'd be amazing.
One question too. I'll take that mic.
Again, cost. I don't know what that.
People also love. It may sound dumb to some people, but people love to customize their land cards.
Oh.
So having different artwork lands,
Yeah.
that's a big thing.
Okay.
It's a big thing because when Magic first came out and they put the first full art land in Magic, and people who were making the game were like, "Why? That's dumb. It's just land." And they put it in there and everyone loved it. So like, being able to customize your different artwork of these would be really cool.
What do you mean by customized? Do you mean
So, like, different
the
artwork.
player built it, or like release different versions?
Just different artwork.
Different versions.
Okay.
Yeah, just different artwork because people could have 10 different artworks in their Life Force. Sorry.
So how do you like purchase those? Do they just buy them?
You can get yeah.
Oh, so they come from boosters?
Yeah, you can just get you can get foils, non-foils, different artwork, ones that do the cool, thingy.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's any card game right now that's got like that holographic thing that you said with the football cards. So, do you want me to say that again?
No, try to keep passing the mic around.
So I think from a collectability standpoint, it is my first focus. That would be a way to go. Playability, though, if you tweaked on the wording, made it a little more clear as far as what the limitations of the card were, it would help the playability. And then the power creep of being able to just vomit your hand out. It's already a fast-paced game because you can't block. So we had a 10-minute game, and that was fine. It was fast-paced.
I like the short games.
Yes, yeah,
That
the
was
short games.
another goal.
The short
I don't
games
want
were
to
fun.
take 30 minutes.
No.
Although that does happen sometimes.
Right, but that should be a good player or a really good matchup. You got that happening, but
I would be curious, if you wouldn't mind, trying a deck that's a little slower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll let them.
that's what we're gonna
Because
do next.
out of all the decks, you're actually playing the deck that is really good at puking all the
Yeah.
cards. Out of all of them, that one's the one that does.
And then my last one is this is one thing I noticed is all three of these middle abilities on every hero are the same.
Yes.
More specifically, my vampire. You know how vampires love life, right? Love life. Me using my life force, more specifically with this vampire one, is a lot because you're also trying to use your life force for using her last ability to use your life to cast your things, but also using it to like destroy magic or drawing cards for her specifically would be good because then it's a bargain between using your life as a resource and not putting yourself into just killing range of your opponent's things. Yeah. So like she would be probably a more complicated one doing that, but whenever a minion dies, you gain life. So she's constantly gaining life. I felt like I was at 40 a lot until I got hit big by him. So like she's very good to start, but when she gets overpowered, it's just she gets overpowered and you can't really do anything about that.
Yeah, out of all of the decks, this one has the lowest win rate. So this is one that I've actually been buffing quite a bit because of that problem. And one of the problems that I've been looking at is exactly what you mentioned, which the minions don't have enough defense.
Yes.
They just fall over really easily. That is actually something I'm looking at. But can you speak a little bit more about what you mean?
So okay, her hero passives are regain health whenever a minion dies on your turn. That's really cool.
Probably should let somebody else play.
Really cool, but it should be on any turn because you're trying to kill people as well.
They've only got so many deaths.
And
Probably should let somebody else.
if you were to do the drawing, spending 3 life, and then also being able to gain life whenever something dies.
Force.
Yeah, I know, but I mean health. Sorry, not life force, but more specifically with her because all of your minions gain health and stuff like that. Drawing cards, I felt like I didn't have card advantage.
So are
at
you
all.
saying like that you think that it'd be good if you could use these using your health?
Yes, for certain heroes,
okay, I
like
see.
ones
It'd
that.
be nice to diversify your heroes.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's what I got on here.
Oh yeah, you do.
hero diversity.
Yeah. I just like having the same abilities for each hero is kind of easy way out.
Yeah.
Okay, so because I was doing one passive and one ability, so you're saying you would like to see multiple different abilities across heroes?
Yes, so like I like the hero passives.
I like that you got one guy focused on drawing cards. Maybe one guy can be focused on life gain, or another guy focused on bolstering what you can summon. Something.
Because
Yeah.
what your guy had what card advantage?
Card advantage.
So like
Massive.
I like how suffering, like for him because he's got so much card advantage, the the drawing, he would have to like discard some cards to draw cards instead of using Life Force or.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So for the abilities that are shared between heroes, to make them behave differently on
with
different heroes.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Because
Yes.
that would really have like a really different character play and feature.
Hey, thank you everybody for watching till the end of this. We actually have a lot more. I've just decided to pretty much break these up into like 10-minute sections because, well, there's a lot to go through, and it's been amazing. Everybody that showed up was absolutely amazing. The feedback was great, and we'll be putting these out during this week. Hopefully 1 video a day. So come back, check it out. It's gonna be amazing. So give some feedback. Put something down in the comments, man. That'd be super amazing. I think they would absolutely love that. With that, have a great day, and thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Life's like a paper plane, don't steer the way. You're told no more fun.